Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. Today, I want to excuse me. I want to talk about senior citizens and being disabled. I mean, I talked about it before, and I think a lot of people must have forgot the message. But first, I want to tell them you're never too old or sick to prepare. It's always good to be ready for anything. But for senior citizens and people on fixed incomes and people with disabilities, it's a little harder. And I don't want them to forget that. I mean, if you got wheelchairs, make sure your wheelchairs are in good shape. I mean, check the wheels. If you got a motorized wheelchair, definitely check the battery. Make sure your battery is in good shape. You don't want to get out there and have to bug out, and that's your way of moving, and your battery go dead on you. You don't want to do that. You might want to have a extra set of crutches, tucked away somewhere on your wheelchair, if you can put it on there, or cane, a walker, whatever you need. There's some of us are not physically handicapped, but we are mentally handicapped because of all the stress that we're going through. And some people they just crack. They right now they on the edge of just losing their mind. So I'm just saying you might want to take something for that. Make sure you got your medication. If they put you on antidepressants or whatever, make sure you have enough of those. I mean, it's gonna be hard. I mean, it's gonna be hard for a lot of people. I mean, if you're disabled, if you're handicapped, especially if you got a kid that is disabled. I talked about the kids before. Your special needs kids. You definitely want to have everything that they need. I mean, you definitely want to have all their medication. You definitely want to have their what should I say, means of transportation, because some of them they do walk, but some of them they get lost. Let me just say that, because some people they just don't pay attention to whatever going on. They can't help it because that's the way it is with some people. But I'm gonna just say, I just want to make sure that you take care of the kids. I mean, that's because that's the future of this planet and the future of this world. Because we done made a mess of it. And I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I mean, see, we gonna have to either step up or step aside, because we done made a mess of this whole thing, out here in America. This thing is going on. I also want to give a shout out. Well, not really a shout out, but shout out, get well wishes to Frank from Frank and Tina. He's had surgery to fix his. I think it was his arm, his elbow. I remember he broke it, and I just wanted to give a shout out and wish him a speedy recovery. Another thing I want to talk about: make sure you got your seeds. I mean, now's the time to get your seeds, because you don't want to get caught up in a seed shortage again, like last year. A lot of people couldn't get their seeds until almost in mid planting season because the seeds were gone. So make sure you get your seeds. And another thing I wanted to mention was the land grab out here. I've been saying it I said it in a couple of my videos that the rich and the elite are buying up all the land they can. I mean, all the vacant land they can. They buying up all the land. And like I said, not only do you follow the money, you follow where the money's being spent. And you need to make sure that you got your stuff in order, your land in order, because so I don't know what the deal is, but they trying to buy my house every time I turn around. So that's a whole other thing here in the city. Because I remember I just got some information the other day. Tell It Like It Is, who changed his name. I can't remember the name. God dog it. But anyway, he mentioned that Bill Gates is buying up farmland. Yeah, I had heard about that earlier, that the land that he bought made him the biggest owner of farmland in America. So Bill Gates doing something. You got to watch out. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. You got to also realize that a lot of cities, especially here, they're not doing elective surgeries because of the virus. See, I usually around this time of year, I usually get a shot every year for my hip, and usually around this time, uh, February, late January, I usually get a shot. I can't get no shot this year because the COVID virus, so that's okay. Y'all just limp through the summer, it'll be okay. You know, every day you want to do a little bit more, and every day I've been doing a little bit more, trying to get everything together, you know, because it's going to be hard, you know. And I also want to mention that the food crisis is deepening. I mean, it's getting worse. The food crisis is definitely getting worse. You know, I mentioned it before, and I'm mentioning it again because people are not listening. The food banks, the demand is doubled. Some places it's tripled. I mean, here in Ohio, last year we served in Cleveland, not in Ohio, just in Cleveland alone, we served 400,000 people, you know. And, you know, what can I say? I mean, you know, 50 million people is going to be hungry tonight. Not just here, but all over. You know, that's 1 in 4 kids also that's going to be hungry because they got to miss a meal because there's not enough meal. One in 6 Americans is in trouble. Either they're losing their unemployment, or they're not getting enough money from where they were working at because they cut back on the hours, or they just not getting enough food, or it could be anything. But 1 in 6 American is in trouble because of this virus out here. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. It's gonna be dark days ahead because there's no quick fix to what's going on out here. It never is, and I don't know. So I'm just saying, I just thought I'd throw this out just in case things happen and I won't be able to go live on Thursday. But I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, okay? All right, well, thank you.